Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle of distractions, doubting your ability to succeed, or even unsure of what action to take next? What if the solution to all of this wasn't outside of you, but within your own mind? Imagine being able to focus, believe in your own potential, and take action with unwavering confidence. That's exactly what Stoic philosophy can teach us. Stick with me, and let's dive into how Stoicism can transform the way you think, act, and live. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. We're constantly pulled in different directions, bombarded with opinions and external expectations. But what if there was a way to cut through all the noise? Focus on what truly matters. Believe in yourself and take purposeful action. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. In this video, we'll explore the Stoic Path, breaking down how focusing your mind, believing in your own power, and acting in accordance with your values can create a life of fulfillment, purpose, and inner peace. I've personally found Stoicism to be an incredible guide for navigating the challenges of life, and I know that by the end of this video, you'll be able to apply these timeless teachings to your own journey. If you've ever struggled with staying focused or wondered how to take decisive action, this video is for you. Section 1. Focus yourself, the power of mindfulness and presence. The first key idea in Stoicism is the power of focus and mindfulness. The Stoics believed that we can only control our thoughts and actions, not external events. So, to truly live a fulfilling life, it's crucial to focus on what's within our control. But how do we do this? One of the best Stoic practices for focus is mindfulness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself to focus on the task at hand, no matter how small. He wrote in his meditations, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." While this may seem harsh, it's not about complaining. It's about preparing your mind to stay calm and focused on what matters, no matter what comes your way. Let's say you're working on a big project at work. There might be distractions, doubts, or even frustrations along the way. But if you train your mind to focus on the task in front of you, you can create a sense of calm and clarity that allows you to do your best work. This is Stoic focus in action. Section 2. Believe yourself, the Stoic confidence in your ability to handle anything. The second core concept of Stoicism is believing in yourself not in an arrogant way, but in a way that aligns with your true capabilities. Stoicism teaches us that we are capable of handling any situation, no matter how challenging it may seem. This confidence isn't based on external validation, but on internal belief that we can adapt and make the best of any circumstance. For example, Epictetus, another key Stoic thinker, often reminded his followers that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about this. If you believe in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you, you'll approach challenges with a sense of purpose and power. You won't shy away from difficulties, but face them head-on. A real-life example of this can be seen in athletes or successful business people. They don't necessarily have the easiest paths or the most resources, but they have an unwavering belief in their ability to push through adversity. This is the Stoic confidence. We can all tap into an internal belief that doesn't rely on perfection, but on resilience and the willingness to keep moving forward, no matter the setback. Section 3. Act yourself. The Stoic principle of taking purposeful action, the final step in the Stoic Path is acting in accordance with your values. It's not enough to just focus and believe in yourself. You need to take intentional, deliberate action. Action rooted in your beliefs and what truly matters to you. The Stoics often emphasize the idea of living in accordance with nature, meaning that we should live a life that aligns with our highest principles. To the Stoics, taking action wasn't about rushing into things or acting impulsively. It was about clear, decisive, and value-driven action. Take the example of a difficult conversation you need to have, maybe with a colleague or a loved one. Rather than avoiding the conversation due to fear or discomfort, a Stoic approach would be to focus on what matters: honesty, integrity, and the health of the relationship. By taking action based on your core values, you align yourself with your higher purpose and move toward a more fulfilling life. Section 4. Exploring contrasting views: the role of external validation in success now. While Stoicism focuses on internal control and self-reliance, it's also important to acknowledge that external validation does play a role in the modern world. We live in a society where external success is often measured by fame, wealth, or social status. But does this mean we should ignore or avoid these external rewards? Not necessarily. Some philosophers, even within Stoicism, recognize that external success can be a useful tool if we don't let it define our self-worth. The Stoic approach is to use external recognition as a form of feedback, but not let it control our happiness. This balance is crucial for maintaining inner peace while navigating a world that often values external achievements. Section 5. Embrace adversity: the Stoic practice of building resilience. Through challenges, the Stoics believed that adversity isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. To them, challenges were opportunities to develop resilience and strength. As Seneca once wrote, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Instead of running from discomfort or hardship, the Stoic approach is to face it head-on and use it as fuel for personal growth. Let's look at an example from the world of sports. Many athletes push their bodies to their limits during training because they know that enduring pain and struggle will make them stronger in the long run. Similarly, when we face personal struggles, whether it's a tough project at work or a difficult personal situation, our response can either make us crumble or build us. The Stoics would argue that if we approach adversity with the mindset of using it as a tool for growth, we're not just surviving, we're thriving. In practical terms, when faced with a difficult situation, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this?" This shift in perspective is key to Stoic resilience. Remember, your greatest strength often comes from the things that challenge you the most. Section 6. The dichotomy of control: understanding what you can and cannot control. One of the foundational ideas in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This simple but powerful principle helps us distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. According to Epictetus, some things are up to us and some things are not. The key to peace and focus is to recognize this distinction and focus only on what's within our control. Think about a situation where you're stressed out because you're waiting for a response from a colleague or boss. You might be anxious about their reaction or timing, but the Stoic approach is to focus on what you can control: how you prepare your work, how you handle the wait, and how you manage your own emotions. You cannot control the response or timing, but you can control your approach and your state of mind. This simple practice has huge implications for how we live day to day. By letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress. We stop wasting energy on things we can't change, and instead channel that energy into things we can, like our actions, our thoughts, and our reactions. Section 7. The importance of virtue. Living a life aligned with your principles. For the Stoics, the ultimate goal in life isn't wealth, fame, or success in the traditional sense. It's virtue. Virtue, to the Stoics, is living in accordance with your highest moral principles and behaving with wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly to act in a way that reflected his virtues, writing, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." So, how can you incorporate virtue into your own life? Think about the values that matter most to you: honesty, kindness, integrity, and consider how you can act in alignment with those values each day. This doesn't mean being perfect, but it does mean trying to be the best version of yourself consistently. When you face tough decisions or moral dilemmas, ask yourself, what would a virtuous person do in this situation? The beauty of focusing on virtue is that it provides a stable foundation for your actions, no matter what life throws at you. When external circumstances change, your inner virtue remains a constant guide. By cultivating virtue, we build a life that is fulfilling not because of what we achieve, but because of who we are. Section 8. The present moment. Living in accordance with the now. Another key Stoic idea is the importance of living in the present moment. We often spend our time either regretting the past or worrying about the future. But the Stoics remind us that the only time we truly have is now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. Living in the present moment means giving your full attention to whatever you are doing, whether that's working, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking a walk. When you focus on the present, you eliminate unnecessary distractions and stress about things you can't change. This mindfulness is a cornerstone of Stoic practice because it allows you to fully engage with life as it is without getting caught up in distractions. Practically speaking, how can you implement this? Start by consciously focusing on what you're doing right now, whether it's your work or spending time with family. If your mind starts wandering to the past or future, gently bring your attention back to the present moment. Over time, this practice will help you enjoy life more fully and make better decisions because you are grounded in the now. Section 9. The power of reflection. Continuous growth through self-examination. The Stoics understood the value of regular self-reflection. To them, self-awareness was a critical part of living a virtuous and purposeful life. Seneca advocated for regular reflection on our actions and thoughts, saying, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By reflecting on our daily lives, we can identify where we went off course and adjust our behavior moving forward. One Stoic exercise that can be incredibly useful is the daily evening reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where could I have acted better? What can I improve tomorrow? This practice of self-examination doesn't involve harsh self-judgment, but rather a gentle and honest look at your actions to help you grow. By reflecting regularly, you become more aware of your behaviors and patterns, which allows you to make intentional changes over time. This is how you create consistent growth, by not letting each day pass without taking a moment to evaluate your progress. and make adjustments. This kind of self-awareness is essential for anyone trying to live a life of purpose and meaning. As we conclude this deep dive into Stoic philosophy, I hope you now have a deeper understanding of how focusing your mind, believing in your inner strength, and taking purposeful action can change your life. Remember, the Stoics were masters of mastering the mind and building resilience, and their wisdom is just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. By embracing adversity, living in the present moment, acting with virtue, and reflecting on your progress, you can find the clarity, focus, and confidence you need to thrive in today's world. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, I'd love to hear how you plan to apply these Stoic principles in your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.